this is Module 12, Lesson 3. We're going to be looking at trapezoids and how to find the area of them. And we're just going to do some of the problems on page 394. We're not going to do the whole thing because I think it may complicate it for you. But let's start at the top. Trapezoids have two bases. Any pair of parallel sides of a trapezoid can be the bases. So if you look at this picture, we have the base here and the base here. The height of a trapezoid is the perpendicular distance from the base to the opposite vertex or side. So this right here is the height. A trapezoid is a quadrilateral with at least one pair of parallel sides. So we have one pair of parallel sides here. Now it's going to go into a lot of weird things here. I'm going to skip that and we're going to go all the way down to the formula that we're going to be using. So if you look all the way down here, so I'm not going to do any of this stuff because I think that's going to confuse you. We're going all the way down here. Our formula we're going to use is A equals 1/2 times the height, and then in parentheses we have B1 and B2. Those stand for our different bases. We have a base 1, if you look up here, and a base 2. So let's actually get into it on this next one. We're on page 395. What is the area of the trapezoidal cactus garden shown? So this is another shape of a trapezoid right here. And what is the formula? We have A equals 1/2 H. And then in parentheses, we have base 1 plus base 2. You do not need to memorize that because you're going to be able to use a formula on your test. Okay. Now, it doesn't really matter which one you pick for base 1 and which one you pick for base 2. You just have to start with it. So I'm just going to say this is base 1, this is base 2, and then this is the height. So base 1 I have is 8, base 2 is 6, and the height is 3. So now let's plug those in. We have 1/2 H. Our H is 3. And then we go B1, which is 8. And then plus B2, which is 6. So first we're going to add the inside of the parentheses. 8 plus 6 is 14. And we're just going to drop this 3 down. Next thing we're going to multiply. 3 times 14 is 42. Remember, you can use your calculator to help you out here. And then 1/2 times 42, or half of 42, is 21. So the area of this cactus garden is 21 square meters, or meters squared. This does take a while because you haven't done trapezoids before, and this formula is way more complex than the other one. So let's just take our time. It's okay if you don't have it down yet. 3. What is the formula for the area of a trapezoid? So A equals 1/2 H, and then in parentheses, B1 plus B2. So if we look here, this is the height, which is 5. B1, I'm getting is 2.5. B2 is 3.5. And now let's put these numbers in for where they stand in the formula. So 1/2, after a half we have H, so our H is 5. Then we have B1 plus B2, so we have 2.5. I'll try to write small to get them in over here, and 3.5. So if I type all of this into my calculators with my parentheses and everything, it will get you 15. So the area of this trapezoid is 15. If I can draw a 5. That's a terrible 5, I'm sorry. Okay, let's turn to page 396. We're going to do number 4. A teacher has a table in the shape of a trapezoid as shown. So right here. So our base 1 is 2. Our base 2 is 4. They gave us our area. They didn't give us our height. First, we need to write our formula, which is A equals 1/2 H. That's an H, I'm sorry. B1 plus B2. We're going to substitute the given values in the formula. We said A was 6, so we're going to put a 6. Our B1 was 2. And our B2 is 4. This is a 6, sorry. We're going to drop down our 6. 2 plus 4. See, 2 plus 4 is 6. Then we solve our half. So a half times 6 is 3. the opposite of multiplying, because that's what a letter and number are doing, we're going to divide on both sides. 6 divided by 3 is 2. So the height is 2. Now, that was the first time we did that one. We are going to be doing more like that, so don't just shut down because you don't know how to do it. We're going to do more. It's okay if you don't have it down all the way yet. And we're going to go right into check understanding now. A patch on a denim jacket is in the shape of a trapezoid. Right here. Find its area. So let's write a formula. A equals 1/2 height B1 plus B2. Our height is 3. So I have 1/2 times 3, and then parentheses, our base 1 is 2, and our base 2 is 7. This other number here, they just threw that in to mess with you to see if you could figure it out or not. I'm going to type this into my calculator, and when I do that, I have the area equals 13.5 inches squared. When you type this into your calculator, make sure you're using your parentheses, okay? We're going to be skipping 2, and we're going to look at 3. A trapezoid has an area, so A equals 24. The height is 6. H equals 6. What is the sum of the lengths of the bases in feet? So we have A equals 1/2 H, and then we just have our B right there. We're going to put 24 in here. 1/2 times 6, and we just have our B, 1 plus B2. Sorry about that. I forgot that part of it. But we really only need to find the base, one base here. So we are looking at this together as 1 because they didn't tell us individually the bases. They just said base in general. So we're just going to act like this is one variable right here. 1/2 times 6 is 3. So I have 24 equals 3. I'm just going to act like this is a B right here. The opposite of multiplying by 3 is dividing by 3. 24 divided by 3 is 8. So the bases together, if I add both bases together, it will be 8 feet. Okay, this is on your own. We're on page 397. We're just going to pick and choose a couple of them, and I'm going to go pretty slowly on them to help you out here, because I know trapezoids are more challenging. First one we're going to look at is going to be number 8, right here. A window frame in the shape of a trapezoid has bases of 4 and 3, height of 3. We're going to find the area. So A equals 1/2 H, and then B1 plus B2. Our height was 3, so 1/2 times 3. Then in parentheses, our bases was 4 and 3. So the area, once I plug that into my calculator, if I do that correctly, I will get 10.5. My label is here is feet, and since this is area, we're going to square it. So feet squared. Let's look at the bottom. I'm going to focus on a couple of these because I have a lot of space to show my work here. They already tell you what B1 and B2 and H equals on 10. So we have A equals 1/2 H, and then B1 plus B2. I hope you are tired of writing the formula already. I'm going to keep making you write it though so you can remember it. So I have 1/2. The height in 10 is 4.5. And then in parentheses, I have 16 plus 8. If I put that in my calculator correctly for number 10, you should get 54. The label is meters, and since it's area, we're squaring it. If you're not going to put the label, I'm not going to give you full points. You have to put the label when we're in geometry. Let's look at 11. A equals 1/2 h. In parentheses, B1 plus B2. Now let's plug our numbers in. So I have a half times h is 2 1/2. Our bases are 4 1/2 and 3 3/4. So 4 1/4, I'm sorry, plus 3 3/4. Carefully put that into your calculator. Remember, units and backslashes is on your calculator to do mixed numbers. When you put that all in there, you'll get 10. My label is inches and it's area, so it's squared. We're going to go all the way to the bottom of page 398. I'm going to do 2 of these problems and then we'll be done. These ones, they give us everything but the height. So they do give us the area. Again, you have to write your formula out. The area of 17 is 24, so I'm going to put 24 in for A. I have 1/2. We are finding the height. And then I have 2 plus 6. Okay, so let's look at this. 2 plus 6 is 8. So I have 24 equals 1/2 times 8 times h. We're going to do this part next. Half of 8 is 4. So I have 24 equals 4 times h. The opposite of multiplying by 4 is dividing by 4. 24 divided by 4 is 6. So the height of this trapezoid is 6 centimeters because that's what they gave us up here. And our last one, number 18, we're going to write our formula. So A equals 1/2 h, B1 plus B2. Area is 48, so I'm going to plug in 48 for A. I have 1/2 h. B1 is 5, B2 is 7. I'm going to add first. 5 plus 7 is 12. Half of 12 is 6. So I have 48 equals 6 times h. The opposite of multiplying by 6 is dividing by 6. 48 divided by 6 is 8. So the height is 8 feet. And remember, when you're finding like the height or the base or something, those aren't squared. Only area is squared.